Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Wallace from CZT Reyes Galindo. All right, it's a really neat lacy type of tangle. And I'm just doing my four corners and a border because I want to. And all right. And I think I'll do this square. Well, I don't know. No, that'd be kind of. No, I'm going to do it square. Okay. Starts off, once you decide if you're going to do it, on the square or on the diamond. Starts off with a big diamond in the center. And this is one where, for sure, I have found that I need to draw this one. Well, maybe not this big, but bigger than I think. We'll see how it works out. All right. And then once you have that, well, then we're going to do kind of like a flux shape. And if you are not familiar, we're going to start here, or you can think of it as a tethered orb. I'm going to have to go outside of my own lines here, which is okay. On each of the points. Okay, let's just do them all so they're touching. Because once you start down a path, just keep going. All right, then similar shape on kind of coming out from each side, like so. These definitely smaller. And we had fun. We kind of had just an impromptu, because I had a schedule change, and had an impromptu session using this tangle and heart things, because today is Valentine's Day, the day of this recording. And so we just had a lot of fun with it. And it was really interesting to see the differences that, people's different takes, on how they did the sizes of those, even the center diamond. And just a lot of fun. All right, once you have this done, then we're going to put, now I had trouble telling, and you could do either way, little dots, or actually I'm going to just bring it out a little bit. So little dot, little line, up to you. All the other ones I just did a little dot, and I pressed the pen tip in, onto the paper, which makes it easy. Versus I was doing a little, like going like this, and it's like, okay, that's gonna take just a little too long. But this is kind of like, a dot. I'm just kind of bringing it out a little bit. Probably don't need to put them this close together, but that's okay. That's what I'm doing. If you take a look at the For More Inspiration link, you will see Reyes's handiwork there, and a gorgeous sample. And actually, I like Linda Farmer, her little thumbnail for this, because the link will take you to Tangle Patterns, and just really, really neat on how you could use this, either just kind of by itself or in a border. And as we were having fun with this on our session this evening, or today, because I do 2 sessions, whenever I do anything, I usually do it twice. And we were noticing that in Reyes's sample, if you wanted to do it like as a border, you could have, whichever direction you're going, have, this shape be shared, and then you would put like another diamond here and continue. And on Linda's, she did 2 of them, in a row. So I was like, oh, well, that's neat. I tried to do it on one of mine, which I'll show you in a little bit. And I did the last step. I was like, well, that's not what I had intended. Because our last step will be to aura this whole thing. Oh, look at I'm almost done. Just this little bit. And now somebody had mentioned they look like prickly pear cactuses, and if you do the little lines, it looks even more like prickly pear cactuses. Oh, But anyway, and I'll show you what I ended up doing. It all ends up fine, however you end up doing it. So as I mentioned, the last step is just to put a nice aura around this, and for this, I'm going to go outside of my little line. Oh, it's not the last step. Second to last step, sorry. Well, and it could be because as we had at least one person, I didn't notice it on anyone else's, that didn't add that last step in there, and it looked rather neat. So there's always so many fun different things that we can do with these tangles. All right, the last step is to put like a background behind it, and on the diagonal is nice. And as I mentioned, we had somebody that they didn't put anything behind it, and it still looked neat. And let's see if I can hollabow this. Oh, like actually, once you get kind of the distance that you want, I probably don't need to hollabow all the way. Maybe I'll come the other direction. And this on one I did the Tangle cheesecloth because I thought that would look neat, and it did. Just going to turn this so that way I can see my line. Okay, and then we're going to cross it the other direction. And it looks neat to have this kind of a pattern. So I saw some other really neat patterns going behind this one, which was more of a kind of more of a like a slender, or this is more of a square diamond, just from the angle. But you can always you can have fun with the shapes. All right, last little bit. And there we have it. Now, if you want it, I usually check the focus. Actually, this can't. There we go. There we go. No need to adjust your glasses. Let's put some graphite around this whole thing. And we'll just make it pop. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just do 1/2 first. Oh, see, that looks neat, but no, we're going to do the rest of it. Look at how that pops out. It's so fun to just sometimes do that. Just do half. Or, if you take a picture in various stages, especially with the shading, so like pre-shading and then after shading. Just because it's so neat how it looks afterwards. There we go. Oops, sorry, I was kind of working in my lap. Okay. Let's bring that out. Just a really, really neat tangle. Really, really neat. All right, so as I mentioned, we had fun playing with this today and just kind of had a free-for-all with that and some of the tangles, the heart tangles from Zentangle, and it was just, like I said, it was just a free for all. Everybody could do what they wanted to do. If you want to see, if you want to see that, the results of that, go to my website. Link is in the description section, and subscribe to my blog, because when I get the replays done and everything, then you will be of the first to see all of the neat results, the screenshots and the extra pictures and stuff. So this one, yeah, this is where I wanted to do it in a border. I started off a bit too small, so I was like, well, let's just keep going with it. So I made that one even smaller. We'll have it grow with the size of this band. But yeah, I did the whole, all of the steps, and then, and then did the aura instead of doing them close together. And because when I started with this one, and after I did the aura, I was like, oh no, you're supposed to. Oh well. So that's why I separated them a little bit. It still looks neat. It's always good. So that was a lot of fun. And then in our PM session, decided to go the lacy route and have fun with that, and just did a singular one in the center, and it does kind of look like somebody said it looks like a pendant on a necklace. I said, well, it does kind of, and really neat tangle, lots of fun. So if you enjoyed this, hope you did. Would love to have you click like, or I should say, I appreciate it if you click like, and feel free to share it and leave comments. If you liked it enough to see more, I would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I already mentioned the description section, so you'll find the step outs there, link to my version as well as to Reyes's step out, and then below that I have a link to my website. You'll find where I do classes. I have them listed there. Also on that link, it's in the menu. You can find where places to follow me. So if you don't happen to be on Facebook, Eventbrite, Meetup.com. So I have a couple places that I post classes regularly, and below that, link to my Facebook page. I would love to have you follow me there. And then if you happen to be on Facebook and want to have fun tangling with a bunch of other crazy and wonderful Tangle addicts, we'd love to have you join us. We have a private group community there, and just to let you know, there's 4 questions/statements for entry, and just so that we are aware, we'd love to have you join us. All right, so with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.